Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Alliance Pilipinas League. These are the starting lineups for both teams. For UP, it's Ray Remogat, Cedric Ong, James Payosing, Raylan Torres, and Seven Gagate. And for EAC Generals, it's a mixture of Team A and Team B. It's Felix Villarente, MJ Raimundo, Calbuena, JP Seeley, and John Bautista. Once again, this is Rowie Sacote bringing you the action live inside the EAC Sports and Cultural Center, the barracks of the Generals here in Manila. And this game is brought to you by Antbox, Happy Cow, Daniel's Pretzel, Lola Chica, SJ Perfume, WNC, Growth Enhancer, and The Creative Hub. The UP Fighting Maroons again lost last game against the Altas, and this is the first game of the EAC Generals. As a first possession here goes to EAC as they are wearing the white jerseys and UP wearing the black and maroon jerseys. So what's great about here for EAC Generals, again, they finished 5th place last game in the previous season of the NCAA Centennial year. As MJ Raimundo, look at that first bucket here from the former Heavy Bombers, MJ Raimundo. Again, that kid last game or last season averaging 9.7 points per game and 5 rebounds per game. As look at that shot by Ray Remogat. From downtown, Ray Remogat scored 13 points in the previous outing against the Perpetual Altas. However, he only shot 38% from the field. And from the three-point line, he shot 30%. Actually, that's decent. If you're shooting threes, he shot 3 out of 10 from the three-point territory. As look at that, MJ catch and shoot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound here by Seeley. Oh, Buen wide open from deep. Can't get it to fall. And good save right there by the Fighting Maroons. But Villarente stealing the ball and misses that perimeter jumper for Felix Villarente. Raylan Torres was not able to, did not suit up last game against the Alsas. Then it's a sight to see here for the acting coach Tom Chua for UP Fighting Maroons as he suited up here in this ball game. Villarente fires from the perimeter, can't get it to fall again. And here comes Torres, wide open, 3-point shot. It knocks it in for Raylan Torres. Raylan Torres, the only Fighting Maroon who played last season in the UAAP, season 87. Or the only Team A player here for the Fighting Maroons. As our score is 6-2 in favor of UP. So shot clock at 14 seconds. Get UP Fighting Maroons. Only 2 players graduated here for EAC naman. They have 6 players who graduated already, and bale 6 players ang mawawala for season 101 for EAC Generals. As another 3-point shot, can't get it to go here for Ray Remogat. JR gives it to Villarente. Give and go play. Basket and one. JR Bautista, welcome to the Alliance Pilipinas League. So that's going to be a foul on Seven Gagate. That's going to be his first personal foul. Oh, and there's an unsportsmanlike foul call. And our referees are going to review that last play. And they're giving Seven Gagate an unsportsmanlike foul call. But again, our officials are going to review that last play in our IRS table. That's going to be 2 free throws for JP Seeley. And plus ball possession for EAC Generals. Last season, the AAC Generals actually are shooting a decent amount, or shot a decent amount from the line, shooting 56.74% from the charity stripe in the previous season of the NCAA. So 14 on the shot clock here for EAC. Villarente pulls up from the elbows. String music for Felix Villarente. Oh, good defense by EAC. It's MJ Raimundo. Guarded by Ray Ramogat, and that's going to be a turnover by MJ Raimundo. So ball possession will head back to UP. Cedric Ong. Again, I have seen this kid played in the UP Fighting Maroons team, and it's glad to see that it's already suited up here for Alliance Pilipinas League. Oh, good no-look pass inside! Welcome, James Payosing to UP Basket and One. The former San Beda Red Lion going to work. Former Finals MVP in the NCAA. This kid last season, or this guy last season averaged 7.5 points per game and 5.5 rebounds per game. Etong si James Payosing, and already suited up and wearing the Maroons jersey and representing the Diliman Pride. However, he airballs the free throw. Last season, the UP Fighting Maroons actually shot 62% from the charity stripe. And we are tied at 8 apiece with 6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Sealy looking. Hands it over to Calbuen. Villarente guarded by Ong. Bounces it to JP Sealy. That was a thing of beauty with the tongue-out celebration. Credit the dime from Felix Villarente to JP Sealy. Ray Remogat, again, former... Oh, Cedric Ong pulls up. It's good. Cedric Ong did not suit up last game. As look at that breakaway layup by Felix Villarente. Again, 9 players lang yung naglaro last game for UP Fighting Maroons, and right now they have 11 players in this lineup, so that's a much better rotation here for Coach Tom Chu, as there's a pushing foul on JPC. And that's going to be the second team foul here for EAC Generals, as there's a substitution here for UP Fighting Maroons and as well as for EAC Generals. As Stephen Villaflor checks in for EAC Generals. Remogat from the elbows. Well, it's good. Again, Ray Remogat struggled last game against the Altas. Only shot 38% from the field, and right now is doing a phenomenal job. There's an offensive foul called on Russell Dominguez. And that's going to be his first personal foul, third team foul for EAC Generals, with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ray Remogat, step back, gives it to Raylan Torres. Rayland, guarded by Russell. Rayland decides to drive. Great interior defense here by EAC. Villarente will drive, but he'll be called for a traveling. So back-to-back turnovers here for EAC Generals. Again, for EAC, this is a mixture of Team A and Team B in this rotation for Coach Jerson Cabiltes. As, oh, and a traveling on the other end. So, babalik ang bola sa EAC Generals, and we have our first timeout called by Coach Gerson Cabiltes. This time at breaks brought to you by Perfume, WNC Growth Enhancer, and The Creative Hub. Again, still a tied ball game with 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. And look at that, steal already by Raylan Torres, and stealing the ball, and for Raylan Torres. That was a thing of beauty for Raylan Torres. Again, Raylan Torres averaging 0.67 points per game last season in the UAAP. However, there's a holding foul on Raylan Torres. And that's just his first personal foul. But that's the 14th foul already for UP. So one more foul, they'll be in the penalty. And again, for EAC, they are a 50-50 ball team from the free throw line. Again, I'm just talking about their numbers from season 100 of the NCAA. Oh, Kojamat with the fake, with the take. Good bothered there by James Payosing. And here comes UP. Ray Remogat, no look pass inside, extra pass, but masyadong malayo nga lang yung bola, so that's going to be a turnover for the Fighting Maroons. EAC is actually the second best team in terms of defending their opponents. They're only limiting their opponents in the NCAA by averaging 35%. So every time, kung sino ang nakakatapat ng EAC last season sa NCAA, those teams are only shooting on average 35%. And that's a good percentage, stopping those shooters from the opposing team for EAC. As Devara pulls up, can't get it to go. And that's the strong suit ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes, are their defense, no? And they're the third best defensive team in terms of guarding the paint, as MJ Raimundo from the perimeter. And we're still looking at a tied ball game. Rainier Maga looking. Miguel Iniguez fires from deep. Can get it to go. Actually, Miguel Iniguez shooting 25% last game against Perpetual. He only shot 3 out of 12 from the field. He did not have a great shooting outing last game, as there's a foul in the action of shooting a 3. So that's going to be 3 free throws for HJ Raimundo, the brother of MJ Raimundo. So that's the first personal foul for Rainier Maga. Again, a former UE Red Warriors, Rainier Maga. As HJ Raimundo will head over to the line to shoot 3 free throws. This free throws brought to you by Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies. Daniel's Pretzel, indulge in the freshest delights from our bakery. Freshly baked, perfectly crafted, and irresistibly delicious. Treat yourself today with Daniel's Pretzel. A third attempt for HJ. It's good. And now, EAC Generals up by 2 here, 16-14. With 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Again, Coach Goldwyn Monteverde not suited up to coach this team. As look at that, Miguel Iniguez inside. The acting coach for UP right now is Tom Chua. As Coach Gold Monteverde is actually in Korea supporting Carl Tamayo in the KBL. As nice fake. Oh, and there's a foul. That was a hard foul. I believe that's on RV Poyos. And nasa penalty na ang UP Fighting Maroon. So this will be 2 free throws here. For EAC. So Joshua Devara will take 2 shots. That was a great fake by Joshua Devara, sending RV Poyos up in the air. That's why He drew a contact as he sinks in the first again. The EAC Generals right now, this is their first game here in Alliance Pilipinas League, and they are doing a phenomenal job shooting their free throws. Again, last game, UP fighting Maroons struggled to shoot their free throws, only shooting 4 out of 13 from the free throw line against the Perpetual Altas. So not their usual average, because again, UP shot more than 60% from the line in the previous season of the UAAP, as there's a foul on the floor. John Casiba. Oh no, that's on Edmund Bundas rather. Apologies right there, ladies and gentlemen. But that's just the fourth team foul here for EAC General. So the next foul will send UP to the free throw line. So kailangan na mag-ingat dito ng EAC Generals. As we have a lull moment here, because of course here in Alliance Pilipinas League, our main priority are the safety of our players. That's why minamap ng ating mapper yung ating floor, because we want to make sure na safe yung floor natin sa mga players. As RV Poyos taking the point guard role here. Oh, and there's an offensive foul. Illegal pick there given by Celson and Giga. So that's Celson's first personal foul, and balik ang bola dito sa Generals. Devara gives it. Oh, that's a long distance three. Hits the back iron and miss for John Kojamat. And here comes Celson. Celson kicks it. Stolen away by EAC. Kojamat, 2-on-3 break. No look pass. And look at that thing of beauty for HJ Raimundo. And there's a whistle on Joshua Devara. And that's his first personal foul. However, nasa penalty na itong EAC General. So that's why RV Poyos will head over to the line to shoot 2 shots. Again, UP fighting Maroons, the reigning UAAP champions. Again, clinched their 4th UAAP men's basketball title last season, defeating DLSU Green Archer 66-62 in a thrilling Game 3 of the finals. Again, one of the key contributors is actually their alumni who graduated na si JD Cagulangan, who was named Finals MVP, and as well as QMB. So those two players were the only players who graduated coming into the season. JD Cagulangan and Quentin Miliora Brown. Also, Francis Lopez will also not playing na next season because he's already committed in Japan. As look at that, there's a foul. I thought that was a clean block, but our officials signaling that there was contact on HJ Raimundo. That's going to be his first personal foul. So 2 free throws here for and Giga. So given that UP won last season or clinched the title last season, 2 players lang yung nawala, or 3 players lang yung nawala sa kanila. So that's a good sign for Coach Goldwyn Monteverde na full stack pa rin sila. Almost full stack pa rin. Correct. I said corrected there, ladies and gentlemen. So coming into the next season, of course, they want to get a back-to-back champion for season 88. For EAC naman, again, they placed 5th last season, got a 9-9 record. As look at that, stealing the ball and stealing for RV Poyos. And now UP up by 2 here, 22-20 with 5 seconds remaining. EAC, loses the ball, and that ends the first quarter. A thrilling ball game. Just a 2-point lead in favor of UP fighting Maroons, 22-20. So, ladies and gentlemen, more Alliance Pilipinas League action when we return. against the Perpetual Altas. So they want to bounce back here in this game. Meanwhile, this is the first game of the EAC General. So tignan natin. Again, this is a mixture of Team A and Team B for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. For you Fighting Maroons, the same as well. And just want to give a huge shout out who is watching right now. I believe he is the upcoming team captain for season 88 for the UP Fighting Maroons, Harold Alarcon, who is watching. So shout out to Harold Alarcon as he gave a shout out to Cyril Gonzalez. As floater was a miss right there for Nico Tan. Again, I've seen this kid, Nico Tan, playing in the Team B division. Look at that. Sneaky layup by Edmond Bundas as Rainier Maga pulls up. Can't get it to go. Rebound here by Joe Kalingasan. Kojamat gives it inside. Great find, but the shot was off for Edmond Bundas. I liked Edmond Bundas' reaction there. Tinignan niya pa yung board just to check in if tabingi pa. And using his side for Iniguez. But good cleanup for Celson and Giga. And now UP still up by 2 here. UP Fighting Maroons is actually one of the highest scorers in last season as a unit, averaging 73 points per game. And look at that drive! Rainier Maga against MJ Raimundo. That was a tough shot for Rainier Maga. RB Poyos. Oh, look at that sidestep. And there's a whistle. And that's going to be a foul on Edmond Mundas. That's going to be his second personal foul. UP Fighting Maroons last season, actually they had the best field goal percentage as a unit. They are the top team in terms of shooting their field goals last season. In the previous season of the UAAP, talking about season 87, they, as a unit, they shot 40% from the field. And hindi lang yun, they're the first team in terms of shooting their two-point field goals, averaging 48% inside the arc. And they are the best. They're the second best in shooting their free throws. They're only behind the Ateneo Blue Eagles last season. So yun yung strong suit talaga dito ni Coach Goldwyn Monteverde. As look at that drive by MJ. Great contest by Seven Gagate. And another miss inside by Edmond Mundas. Those were our point-blank great shots. And look at that suave layup. Lumabas ka lang for RV Poyos. Poyos, what a drive, but there's an offensive foul as there was an extension of RV Poyos' elbow. So that's going to be RV Poyos' second personal foul. Again, a pride of Sultan Kudarat daw, si RV Poyos, sabi ni Kulu, who's watching right now. So shout out to all of our viewers who's watching the Alliance Pilipinas League. Don't forget to like and share our Facebook page, Alliance Pilipinas League, for more updates. Again, this is just day number 2, no, of our tournament. And right now, this is the first game for EAC. Oh, what a pass from MJ Raimundo. Lumabas nga lang for Joe Kalingasan. But ball stays with EAC Generals. And there's a substitution here for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Ero Pardonsolan will be checking in for Mundas. 11 seconds on the shot. 11 seconds on the shot clock here. MJ passes it. Great defense by Rainier Maga, but manages to find a way for Jid Baniked. Rayland passes it to Nico Tan. Wide open from the left corner. Can't get it to go. MJ. Again, MJ Raimundo. Hindi lang siya scorer, but he can also dish out assists. And he can also grab rebounds as a guard. As oh, that was a hard fall for Jomel Mejos. And a substitution here in for UP Fighting Maroons. as Renji Ekarma checks in for Nico Tan. Rayland looking. 3-point shot, but no good. Offensive rebound and cleanup by Rayland Torres. Second chance points for UP last season in the UAAP. They're averaging 12 points per game in terms of second chance points. As there's a foul on Seven Gagate, and that's his third personal foul. Again, earlier in the first quarter, Seven Gagate committed an unsportsmanlike foul for excessive swinging of his elbows. Coach Tom Chua, papahinga niya kagad si Seven Gagate dito. Papasok si Miguel Iniguez. And this is a low-scoring second half. A tight ball game so far. Just a 4-point lead in favor of UP fighting Maroons. Pero again, this is a mixture of Team A and Team B, both for EAC and UP. So let's see kung ano ang... it's like playing chess, no? If you're Tom Chua and Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Kasi, again, you're filling in yung mga players for the upcoming season. 6 players gumraduate for EAC Generals. We have King Gortiza, and we have Harvey Pagsanhan, Axel Doromal, JC Luciano, James Manacho, and Erlan Umpad. But what's great about EAC right now is marami silang rotation right now na galing JRU din and different schools. So, a lot of recruitments here in the off-season. And for UP naman, and the foul was on the... It's gonna be a blocking foul on Jinril Banikid. And that's gonna be first personal foul. And we have a substitution for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Russell Dominguez checks in for Joe Kalingasan. And for UP naman, papahinga si Rainier Maga. Papasok dito si James Payosing. Payosing with a floater. Tried to grab his own miss, but nakuha doon ni Jomel Mejos. MJ gives it to Jomel. UP using a 2-3 zone defense. As MJ fires from 3, can't get it to go. Strong rebound by UP. Rayland. Oh, there's a blocking foul against Russell Dominguez, and indoor and outdoor advertising. So far still anybody's ball game, as first free throw was no good for Rayland Torres. Again, Rayland Torres. Last season in the UAAP, Rayland actually was scoring 4.67% or 4.67 points per game, and this kid is actually shooting 90% from the free throw line. Etong si Rayland Torres in the previous season of the recently concluded season of the UAAP. As look at that steal by Ray Remogat. What a spin! Ray Remogat. Fade away, but there's gonna be a travel called against Rayland Torres. Might have got a extra step there. That could have been a highlight from Ray Remogat rather. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Buen. 3-point shot. Hits the back iron. Miss. Strong rebound by Rayland Torres. Here comes a drive, but there's a foul. Literally a fearless drive by Jinril Banikid. I believe that's on Renji Ekarma. That's going to be his first personal foul. So 2 free throws here for Banikid. 30-26 is the score as General Baniked sinks in the first one. As we still have less than 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Again, this is just the first game for today. Our next game will be a battle between SPC Ravens versus the Perpetual Altas. Remogat. Look at the passing of UP there. No dribbles, all passing there, but misses the 3-point shot. But gets their own miss, Ray Remogat. Passes it to Rayland. Rayland pulls up, it's good! In front of Stephen Villaflor. Villarente with the floater, no good. Rebound by Rayland. Payosing wide open. Easy bucket for James Payosing. Look at the chemistry of the UP Fighting Maroons as Coach Jerson Cabiltes wants to huddle it up. Lips with Lola Chica and SJ Perfume. Premium quality, all-based perfumes and linen sprays. So let's see kung anong play dito ni Coach Jerson Cabiltes as they are now trailing by 6 points. And so far, ladies and gentlemen, as look at that steal by Ray Remogat. Cedric Ong with the fake. Gives it. Oh, and there's clearly a foul on JP Seeley. Oh no! That's gonna foul on General Baniked. So that's gonna be second personal foul, and that's the last foul to give dito ng EAC Generals. Seconds on the shot clock here for Fighting Maroons as Ray Remogat will inbound. Singh gives it back to Ray. Almost a steal by EAC. Payos kicks it. Fakes. Ray. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Hits the front iron and can connect. JP gives it to Baniked. Look at that crossover by General Baniked, but masyadong malakas nga lang yung tira niya doon. Offensive rebound but can't get it to go for Stephen Villaflor, and there's a whistle, and that is gonna be a foul on Stephen Villaflor. That's just his first personal foul, so that will send UP Fighting Maroons to the free throw line. So Miguel Iniguez will be shooting 2 shots. Miguel Iniguez last game was perfect and against Perpetual Altas. However, he only attempted 1 and made 1. So that was the end 1 play nun ni Miguel Iniguez. However, from the field, he only shot 25%, 3 out of 12 from his previous outing. But right now in this ball game, he's doing a terrific job against EAC. MJ Villarente with the fake, but there's a traveling against Felix Villarente. And a substitution here. And a steal as Villarente will drive, and it's good. EAC trimming it down to just 5 with less than 2 minutes remaining. And look at that double teaming effort by EAC as MJ Raimundo. Great double teaming there against Ray Remogat. Those are the 2 Raimundo brothers doing the defensive work. And there's a warning for delaying the game there. I believe on HJ. Ray Remogat step back 3. Got bothered by JP Seeley. 30 remaining here. EAC has the momentum. MJ steps back. Can't get it to go. Tapikan ng bola. Ball stays with EAC. Oh, nice pass from MJ to HJ with the Pinoy step finish. Panatang makabayan, says HJ Raimundo. The Raimundo brothers making a TikTok highlight here as UP Fighting Maroons calls a timeout with a minute and 13 seconds remaining. Our score 36-30 as UP up by 2 here. As look at that. After the timeout break, HJ Raimundo denying the ball against Ray Remogat. Ray against HJ. Kicks it to Iniguez, who'll shoot the 3. No good. A big guy can also shoot a 3. That's very deadly for UP. As Villarense gives it to MJ. MJ will drive. No good. Great defense by Raylan Torres. Oh, stolen by HJ with the fake, with the take. HJ Raimundo, like a thief in the night. This kid is great at stealing the ball. As, oh, masyadong malakas nga lang doon for Miguel Iniguez. Gets his own miss. Look at the hustle for Miguel. And he'll head over to the line to shoot 2 shots. Persistency pays off for Miguel Iniguez. As JP Seeley gets his second personal foul. So 2 free throws dito for Miguel Iniguez. So shot clock is off all, or well, we still have 23.7 seconds remaining. I was about to say shot clock is off if mapunta ang bola sa EAC after these 2 free throws. Masyado ko lang pinangunahan, ladies and gentlemen. But again, this game is brought to you by Happy Cow Chocolate Chip Cookies and The Creative Hub, digital large format printing and digital offset printing that specializes in indoor and outdoor advertising. Also, we have 145 viewers on our Facebook page. For those who are watching as Miguel Iniguez sinks in the first one, don't forget to like and share our Facebook page, Alliance Pilipinas League. This is our first season dito sa Alliance Pilipinas League. So more updates, para updated kayo, don't forget to follow our Facebook page. So shot clock is off here as Villarente taking point here. Gives it to MJ. MJ, strong drive, great defense again by Miguel Iniguez, pero wala ang bola. And that is the end of the first half. Still anybody's ball game. However, UP just up by 2 points, 38-36. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned lang as we'll have a quick halftime break. We'll be back. Later on, we will showcase the halftime stats. So far for EAC Generals and UP, both teams are actually shooting more than 36%. 13 out of 34 itong EAC Generals from the field compared to UP's 13 and 36. But halftime stats, yun nga, ang difference are the 3-point field goal percentage. That's why UP is only up by 2 points. And wala masyado pinagkaiba except sa rebounding department. For UP Fighting Maroons, the 23 rebounds, 10 of game from Miguel Iniguez. So he's doing a phenomenal job rebounding for UP Fighting Maroons. In terms of free throws din, wala rin masyado pinagkaiba. Ang pinagkaiba, both teams shooting 83% from the charity stripe. Both teams are 10 for 12 from the free throw line. So that's why this is just a 2-point ball game. Kasi ang advantage lang talaga ng UP are their 3-point shooting. So that's why we're looking at a 2-point lead for UP, 38-36. So let's see kung ano ang adjustments dito for both teams coming into the second half. And we already had 9 or 6 lead changes and 9 times na rin naging tie tong ball game natin. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Alliance Pilipinas League Collegiate Clash as this is the start of the third quarter. Devara gives it to MJ, bounces it inside. Great pass from MJ Raimundo to Edmund Mondas. Oh, good pass, but rejected by JP Seeley. Not in my house, says JP. MJ, guarded by Ray Remogat. Looking. Look at the passing of EAC. General decided to go inside, but great. Actually, parang quadruple manning na doon ng UP si JP Seeley. That's why UP got the steal. Rainier, one-handed shot. It's good from the elbow. Rainier Maga with 5 points already, shooting 2 out of 5 from the field. Baniked. 14 on the shot clock here for EAC Generals as Devara. Joshua Devara only scored 2 points in the first half. As look at that, that's the 11th rebound. But stolen away by EAC. MJ can get it to go. And there's a foul and a drop for Miguel Iniguez. Miguel Iniguez already has 12 rebounds. Again, this kid has been grabbing rebounds left and right. So 40-38 ang score natin dito. Still UP up by 2. It just shows no na grabe talaga yung bakbakan ng dalawang kupunan natin dito. Again, EAC Generals playing their first game here in Alliance Pilipinas League. For UP naman, they want to bounce back against the tough loss last game against Perpetual Altas. Headed by Coach Olsen Racela. Ray passes it to Rainier. 3-point shot. Sweet string music for Rainier Maga. Again, Rainier Maga last season playing for UE Red Warriors, score averaging 8 points per game and 2 rebounds per game as a guard. As Baniked can't get it to go. Natapik pa doon ni Mundas. As Mundas short on that layup. And it's getting physical right now as smart play by James Payosing, throwing the ball into the legs of JP Seeley. So ball possession will head back to Diliman. Less than 8 minutes to play here. 43-38 is the score. Rayland looking, guarded by Seeley there as Miguel from the elbow. Almost an end one, and he'll be shooting 2 free throws. And that's going to be a foul on Edmund Bundas. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. Oh no, that's his 4th personal foul rather. So that's going to be 2 free throws for Miguel Iniguez. Miguel Iniguez is doing a phenomenal job shooting his free throws. He's 4 for 4 right now in this ball game. And let's see if he can go 6 for 6 and become perfect at the line here. And he's grabbing shots left, or grabbing rebounds left and right rin. Etong si Miguel Iniguez. However, right now, he's only shooting 1 out of 6 from the field. So, doon siya nag-i-struggle, no? Etong si Miguel Iniguez. That's the first free throw miss dito ni Miguel Iniguez. In this game, only shooting 16% from the field. 1 for 6. Again, last game, he was 3 for 12, 25% against the Altas. Villarente. Pass it. Baniked. Pulls up. Oh, good block, but there's a whistle according to the officials. And I believe that's on Miguel Iniguez. That's going to be his 1st personal foul. And first team foul for UP Fighting Maroons, and some substitutions here. So 2 free throws dito for Russell Dominguez. Russell Dominguez still scoreless in this ball game. As he misses the first one. Again, this game is brought to you by Happy Cow, chocolate chip cookies, and the SJ Perfume, premium quality oil-based perfumes and linen sprays. As 0-4 to doon si Russell Dominguez. However, balik ang bola sa EAC. Kojamat. Oh, stepped out of bounds. So ball goes back to UP. EAC Generals executing a full court man-to-man defense. Reyre Mogat, guarded by Felix Villarente. Rainier gives it to James. James crosses over. Nice pass inside to Rayland, and the ball went out. And Villarente gets the rebound, but look at a steal by Reyre Mogat. James Payosing, it's good. Persistency pays off for UP Fighting Maroons on that play. As Dominguez tried to muscle his way in, but Raylan Torres, like a brick wall. UP in transition. Payosing kicks it out. Rainier Maga for 3. And there's a foul, and I believe the basket will count for Rainier Maga. If he makes this one, it will be a 4-point play, and now we're looking at a double-digit lead. Now UP up by 11. This is the largest lead of the ball game so far. HJ gives it to Villarente. MJ pulls up. It's good. MJ Raimundo going to work right now. MJ Raimundo now has 8 points in this ball game. Oh, good play by UP. 7 decides to drive. And almost an N1. But 7 Gagate will head over to the line for 2. As Joe Kalingasan will be called for a foul. That's going to be his first personal foul. And a substitution here as Rainier Maga will take a quick break. And these 2 free throws ay hatid sa inyo ng WNC Growth Enhancer and Daniel's Pretzel. As 7 misses the second. 49-40 is the score. 5 minutes and 30 remaining here in the third quarter. UP slowly breaking away in this game, but EAC, let's see if Howell. Oh, nice pass! Villaflor and one play. HJ Raimundo making Stephen Villaflor's life easy inside the paint. And 7 Gagate gets his 4th personal foul. One more foul for 7 Gagate, and he will be out. As he misses the end one play, or end one opportunity, Reyre Mogats gives it to Miguel. Oh, 7, that was the same play executed by UP as 7 Gagate passes it. And 3-point shot for Raylan Torres from downtown. And balik sa 10 ang kalamangan dito ng UP. MJ with the perimeter jumper once again. And I like what HJ Raimundo is doing against Remogat. Denying the ball against, for me, the best ball handler so far in this lineup of UP. So HJ Raimundo will be called for a foul. And that's HJ's first personal foul. And nasa penalty na ang EAC Generals. That's why UP will be shooting 2 free throws. So Raylan Torres at the line, shooting 2. Raylan Torres, last season, in season 87 of UAAP, shooting 90% from the free throw line. In total, he attempted 20 free throws and he only missed 2 free throws last season sa UAAP. However, first shot was a miss. 0-4 to doon si Raylan Torres. And I can see that he was frustrated that time because that's not his usual shooting percentage from the free throw line. As HJ pulls up. It's good for HJ Raimundo. 2 Raimundos showing their mid-range arsenal here as good fake by Raylan. Passes to 7. 7 will shoot. Rejected by Villaflor. 7 posting up Villaflor. Miguel fires from deep. No good. Offensive rebound by Poyos and it's good for the pride of Sultan Kudarat. 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. MJ Raimundo guarded by Nico Tan. Villarente. Good pass inside. Kicks it out. HJ will shoot. And bounces off the glass. Ball goes to UP Fighting Maroons. Again, for those who are watching this live coverage of the Alliance Pilipinas League Collegiate Clash, comment down below if sino po ang sinusuportahan nyo. Babasahin ko rin po. As look at that, Miguel Iniguez, like a walk in the park. And after that drive, he was holding on to his left calf. As there's a whistle. And there's a substitution here as Selson and Giga checks it for Miguel Iniguez and JP Sealy papasok dito for Joe Kalingasan. 16 on the shot clock here for EAC. MJ catch and shoot. Splash all nylon from MJ Raimundo. Welcome to EAC. And former JRU Bombers now suited up here wearing the red and white shirts. Rainier. Stolen by MJ. Villarente will drive. Right hand layup from the left side of the rim. 2 minutes and 40 remaining here. 6 points lang ang lamang dito ng UP. And good steal from behind by HJ Raimundo once again. HJ Raimundo stealing the ball left and right as MJ killing it from mid-range. MJ Raimundo, the mid-range maestro in this ball game. As EAC now cuts down the lead to just 4. Poyos kicks it out. Rainier wide open. Hits the back iron, but good box out or good rebound by Raylan Torres rather. As ball slipped out of his hands, here comes Villarente. Setting it up. Gives it to JP Sealy. JP will shoot a 3. It's no good. Rainier, 3-on-1 break. And foul on JP Sealy. So that's going to be 2 free throws here for Poyos. That's his third personal foul for Sealy. So that's why 2 free throws dito si RV Poyos. Again, UP last season as a unit they are shooting 62 or they shot 62.31% from the free throw line in season 87 of the UAAP. As RV Poyos 1 for 2 there. So a minute and 40 remaining here. Just a 5-point lead in favor still of the Fighting Maroons as Villarente passes it. Villaflor. HJ thought about shooting that perimeter jumper but decided to give it to Villaflor. Villarente from downtown can get it to go, and clearly a foul on James Payosing against JP Seeley. So James Payosing gets his first personal foul. So balik ang bola dito sa EAC with 14 on the shot clock. HJ will shoot. 3-point shot for HJ Raimundo. Again, the two Raimundos going to work right now for EAC. As Payosing strong drive, gate defense by Stephen Villaflor. And last touch by UP. Ball goes back to EAC. Now, EAC has an opportunity to tie this game in a 2 or take the lead with a 3 as MJ pulls up. That's his spot, but lucky break for UP as he misses. But JP, good tap to Villarente. No look pass to Seeley once again. Masyado malakas nga lang. But Seeley gets his own miss. Great defense by Samson and Giga with the block, but a foul was called against UP. And that's going to be 2 free throws for Stephen Villaflor. So Nico Tan gets his first personal foul. That's the last foul to give dito ng UP. The next foul will send EAC to the free throw line. However, talking about free throws, Stephen Villaflor is at the free throw line because that was an act of shooting foul. As Villaflor misses the first one, then these 2 free throws brought to you by Antbox, the official outfitter of the Alliance Pilipinas League. As 1 for 2 doon, si Stephen Villaflor, that cuts down the lead to just 1. 57-56 is the score. 42 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Again, the largest lead earlier for UP was 11 points, and slowly, because of the Raimundo brothers, isa na lang ang kalamangan dito ng UP. And speaking of Raimundo, MJ with the rebound. MJ taking their time. There's a 4-second shot clock, game clock differential. 10 on the shot clock. HJ asking for a pick, decides to shoot a 3. It's good! HJ Raimundo from the parking lot, and good defense by JP Seeley. And that ends the third quarter. EAC closing the third quarter with a 2-point lead, 59-57. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have one more quarter remaining. Stay tuned lang as Alliance Pilipinas League will be back right after this. Or anybody's ball game, as what a third quarter run given by the Generals. Again, playing inside their barracks here in the EAC Sports and Cultural Center here in Manila. And however, ladies and gentlemen, we still have 10 more minutes of action. Let's see kung ano ang mangyayari dito as both teams shooting more than 36% from the field. But it was again a Raimundo third quarter for EAC Generals, both for HJ and MJ, as they are the two main factors on why they took the lead here at the start of the fourth quarter. As MJ, same spot, different result. As HJ grabs the rebound, can get it to go. Ray Remogat with the rebound. Long pass to Rainier Maga. Passes to Poyos as RV misses that point-blank range layup. As MJ gives it to Villaflor. Villaflor. However, basket will not count. As there's a travel there, as Coach Gerson Cabiltes did not like that call. Is clarifying to the table officials that wala daw extra step talaga doon si Stephen Villaflor. And As RB kicks it, Raylan fakes the 3, drives, and he'll head over to the line for 2 shots. And I believe the foul's on Stephen. And that's going to be Stephen Villaflor. That's going to be his second personal foul. So Raylan Torres will be shooting 2 free throws. As first free throw is good. As Torres sinks in the second free throw. As MJ guarded here by Rainier Maga. Oh, strong drive, but he'll head over to the line for 2 free throws as Edmund Mondas. That was a good patience for Edmund Mondas there. As Raylan Torres gets his second personal foul, and that's just the first team foul here for UP Fighting Maroons, and a substitution here for Gerson Cabiltes. Bucket is good for Edmund Bundas. EAC Generals shooting a terrific job. As look at that shot by Raylan Torres. As Raylan Torres now has 6 points in this ball game. MJ fakes, gives it to his brother. HJ can't get it to go. As RV Poyos kicks it out to Ray Remogat. That's his spot. It's good. Sweet string music for Ray Remogat. And finally, Ray Remogat in the stat sheet. After that 3-point shot from the left corner, credit the dime from RV Poyos. Oh, clearly a blocking foul on Raylan Torres. And that's going to be his third personal foul. So UP gets their second team foul here. As look at that 3-point shot from MJ Raimundo. As there's a traveling call against UP, so EAC will take the possession once again. As 7 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Now, tied ball game once again. 64 all as MJ. Guard by Rainier Maga. 7 Gagate. Great defense right there. All hands up in the air for 7 and grabs the rebound for Gagate. Ray Mogat crosses over. He'll shoot a 3. Look at that strong rebound by the both Raimundos. Pwede ba yun? Pwede bang 0.5 rebound doon? For both for HA and MJ? Kidding aside, folks, just shows that they really want to grab those rebounds as MJ decides to drive. Great defense again by 7 Gagate. Also, take note, ladies and gentlemen, 7 Gagate has 4 personal fouls. So, kailangan niya na mag-ingat dito as HJ almost steals the ball. As some substitutions here for both teams as Cedric Ong checks in for UP. And for EAC, a well-deserved rest for MJ Raimundo. Papasok dito si Cal Buen. Pati na rin si Stephen Villaflor for Russell Dominguez. 15 seconds on the shot clock here for UP. Ray. Ray Remogat, catch and shoot three. Hits the front iron, miss, but Seven Gagate grabs the rebound, but almost a steal ulit doon by, this time by Joshua Devara. So 14 seconds again for UP. Oh, offensive foul will be called on Cedric Ong. That's going to be his first personal foul. Third team foul already for the Fighting Maroons. Felix, almost a steal, but our official saying that there was contact against Ray Remogat. And that's Ray's second personal foul, and that's the last to give dito ng UP as Felix Villarente will be shooting 2 free throws. As this free throws brought to you by Antbox, the official outfitter of the Alliance Pilipinas League, and Happy Cow chocolate chip cookies. Villarente sinks in the second. So 1 for 2 there. And they're now up by 1. Remogat, guarded by Devara, gives it to Iniguez. 7. Looking. Oh, clearly an offensive foul on Ray Remogat. And I like what Joshua Devara did there. He sold the foul when Ray Remogat extended his arms against Joshua Devara, selling that foul. And that's going to be a turnover for UP. And that's Ray Remogat's third personal foul. And those types of play are very crucial, even though we still have 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes remaining here. Every possession really counts in this kind of ball game. Ong gives it to Maga. Maga uses that Gagate screen. Beñar bounces it to 7. Extra pass to Miguel. And he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. That was a good passing display for the 2 big men of the Fighting Maroons. And Edmond Mundas gets his 5th and final foul. So he is out of this ball game. So JP Seeley checks in for Mundas. So Miguel Iniguez at the line shooting 2 again. So now still lamang pa rin ang EAC ng 1 point. Five minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this ball game. Our score is 65-64. As MJ shoots a 3-point shot, increasing the lead back to 4, 68-64. Oh, look at that defense by MJ Raimundo. Gives it to Villarente. Felix, look at that tipsy 2-shot. Felix Villarente. Welcome to my TikTok moment. That fast break started because of that steal by MJ Raimundo. And clearly a foul against Joshua Devara. And that's his second personal foul and third team foul for EAC Generals. So they still have one more foul to give dito for EAC. As James Payosing wants to check in, pero Coach Tom Chua will call a timeout with 4 minutes and 20. Come back to the Alliance Pilipinas League. That time at breaks brought to you by Antbox, the official outfitter of the Alliance Pilipinas League. So right now, UP has the possession. Rainier Maga gives it to 7. Gagate up and under with the shot. No good. Great defense by Stephen Villaflor. MJ Raimundo has the ball. Again, this kid has been on fire, especially on the third up until now. MJ is actually the life and soul right now, as there's an unforced turnover committed by EAC. Turnover by Joshua Devara. Again, I like this matchup for EAC against UP. HJ Raimundo denying the ball against Ray Remogat. HA being a pesky defender in this ball game. Oh, Payosing wide open from downtown, but ball went out as MJ grabs the rebound. 3 minutes and 40 remaining. 5-point lead in favor of EAC. HJ. Oh, good cut by Felix Villarete. However, that was all board. Got bothered there by the presence of Miguel Iniguez. And last touch pa doon ni HJ Raimundo. So balik ang bola dito sa Fighting Maroons. As Ray Remogat, he is feeling it, but hits the back iron and miss. And HJ, that's a walk in the park layup right there for EAC Generals. They now increase the lead to 7, 72-65. This is the largest lead ng EAC. The largest lead in this ballgame was 11 points by UP, as there's a foul on Stephen Villaflor. That's going to be Stephen's third personal foul. Oh, Miguel Iniguez. And Stephen Iniguez still down, and he is limping and going back to the baseline. And I believe he's asking for a sub as he's going back to the bench. So Miguel Iniguez could not shoot those two free throws. So ang mag-free throw dito is si RV Poyos for Miguel Iniguez, because he went back to the bench. And I believe he injured his right foot, or left foot rather. As RV Poyos knocks down the first one, that leads to just 5. Second attempt is good. Oh no, the score now is 72-67. 5-point lead still of EAC with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Oh, good cut by HJ. Extra pass to Felix Villarete from downtown. No good. UP gets the rebound. Payosing gives it to Maga. Maga from the left wing. It's good. 3-point shot for Rainier Maga, cutting down the lead to 2, 72-70. MJ. From the elbow. It's good. MJ Raimundo on fire right now. Welcome to EAC, MJ Raimundo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are down to the last 2 minutes of the ball game. This ball game is brought to you by the Alliance Pilipinas League Collegiate Clash. As a miss right there for UP. Felix Villarente has the ball here. Villarente gives it to MJ, who's been lights out here in this game. 5 on the shot clock. MJ for 3. No good. Great defense by James Payosing. So ball goes back to UP. So UP has an opportunity to cut down the lead. But coach, from their baseline, so that will be 24 seconds on the shot clock for UP, or backcourt rather. And now RV Poyos will shoot a 3. Hits the front iron and miss. That could have been big for UP. And now EAC has it. Felix, guarded by RV, uses that Stephen screen, gives it to MJ. MJ sidestep. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own miss, but another miss for MJ Raimundo. RV Poyos, 3. Oh, look at that shot from RV Poyos. Deep Sido layup. As Coach Gerson Cabiltes wants to talk it over. What a run from UP fighting Maroons. RV Poyos in transition. That's why we're now looking at a 2-point lead still by EAC. And mahaba-haba pa ang oras dito. They still have 46 seconds remaining here. Now the question is, will Coach Gerson Cabiltes inbound the ball backcourt and get a 24-second shot clock, or will they inbound it sa front court and get a 14-second on the shot clock? But I think they're devising a play to inbound it sa backcourt because, again, they're in the lead. They want to burn down the clock here against UP. So let's see, as again, ladies and gentlemen, this is just the first game for today. The next game will be San Pablo College's Ravens versus the University of Perpetual Help System Altas. And this game is brought to you by Antbox, Happy Cow, Daniel's Pretzel, Lola Chica, SJ Perfume, WNC Growth Enhancer, and The Creative Hub. Again, we are live inside here sa loob mismo ng barracks ng Generals here in EAC Sports and Cultural Center. Oh, I can see that backcourt i-inbound dito ng EAC ang bola. And that's the right way to do it because, again, they're in the lead and they want to burn down some clock and take their time in this possession. Now, the question is, what will be the matchup here for you? Because what they need to stop are 3 players here for EAC. The one who's red hot right now, who is MJ Raimundo, together with his brother as well, that you cannot leave wide open, etong si HJ Raimundo. And also one of the shooters here, rather, for EAC Generals, etong si Felix Villarente. And now, Coach Christian Luanzon executing a full court zone defense against EAC. As Villarente is the one who's bringing it down as HA. Good defense for UP, stealing the ball. Ray for 3. No good. Offensive rebound by RV Poyos. 9-second shot clock differential. Payosing will drive. Oh, ball slipped out of his hands. UP needs to foul. That could have been big for UP fighting Maroons kung hindi lang nadulas yung bola kay James Payosing. James Payosing already had a free lane there. As Rainier Maga calls for a foul. So, 2 free throws for HJ Raimundo. And both teams may tig-isa pa silang timeout dito in this ball game. So let's see. If HJ makes these 2 free throws, as he misses the first one, now even if HJ makes this second free throw, it will still be a 1 possession lead in favor of EAC. So let's see if he can make this second free throw, increase the lead to 3. Misses once again. A 7 with the strong rebound. RV, 10 seconds remaining. James will shoot. No good. 6 seconds. Villarete got fouled by Ray Remogat. Another miss by James Payosing. Or, I said corrected, ladies and gentlemen, the previous possession from James Payosing, nadulas sa kanya yung bola. Eto naman, a miss from James Payosing. Lucky break for EAC that James missed that shot. So now, Felix will be shooting 2 free throws. If he makes 2, as ball rolls in for Felix. Now, that increases the lead to 3 points. So may pag-asa pa rin ng UP dito with 4 seconds remaining. However, if Felix makes this one, it will be a 2-possession ball game. As Felix makes it, and Coach Christian Dumanzon calls a timeout. Points, and right now they are up by 4 as they are in the driver's seat, 76-72. So UP needs to make a quick bucket here. Rainier Maga fakes, he'll take, and that is the end of the ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game that we just witnessed. A 4-point win for EAC Generals as, again, EAC Generals, this is their first game here in Alliance Pilipinas League and they already get their first dub. For UP naman, they are now 0-2 in this competition. Previous game, they lost to...
Okay. MJ, you have just handed UP their second loss in the Alliance Pilipinas League.
So yun, natalo namin UP, sobrang ano rin namin, sobrang nakakataas din ng moral sa amin yun, syempre. Syempre UAP team din yun, tapos syempre laging nagpa-finals yung UP. So nakakataas ng moral sa amin yun, kaya tuwan-tawa rin kami na natalo namin yung UP ngayon.
MJ, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
So yun, pinapasalamatan ko una yung Panginoon, salamat po sa lakas at sa talento na binigay sa amin, Panginoon. Sa mama ko, nasa Paris, kay Nanay Chit, sa kay Tita Marlene, sa family ko, at lahat ng mga sumusuporta. Sa kay Coach Gerson, sa buong coaching staff ng EAC, kay Doc Lorenzo, maraming salamat po. Tsaka kay Coach Loren, binabati ko na si Coach Lu.
Thank you, MJ, and congratulations for your first win dito sa Alliance Pilipinas League. Rowie?